Welcome in, everyone, to our broadcast tonight of Pineville football, as we are just a couple of miles up the road at what is known as the reservation. Of course, a big part of North Rapides Parish, and actually a big part of Pineville as well, as Tioga and Pineville get ready to renew what the longest-running rivalry in Rapides Parish. Good evening. I'm Rich Dupree, along with Nathan Martin. We've got Robert Anderson and Landon Martin.
Landon Anderson.
Landon Anderson in the box,
Anderson
and Anderson Martin on the field. I need a chalkboard already, and we haven't even started. Nathan, it's a great night for football. A great crowd still arriving. You and I have been here a while now, and just finding a parking spot was indeed a challenge.
Yeah, the crowd, I got here around shortly after 5 o'clock, and man, the parking lot was already filling up.
Right.
Because they were doing some tailgating before. Tioga has this tradition they started last year where they invite local churches to set up tailgates before the game.
Oh,
and
really?
so and look, there's a brilliance behind that, because what they're doing is they're sending invitations to the junior high kids, come out for a free tailgate before the game, and they're trying to get that feeder system to, hey, Tioga's awesome, come to Tioga. And so a lot of churches are participating, which is a great thing that the churches are doing, but pretty smart on behalf of the administration here at Tioga High School, and to create that atmosphere. And it starts early at 5:30. The kids are here, and they're playing cornhole and jumpers and eating free hot dogs and having all the kind of fun that you can do.
Yeah,
because you and I were totally equipment up here.
That's right. Okay, I got you. We're excited to be here. It is a great night for football. The temperature, everything is just really nice. A nice night here as the temperatures are cooling down a little bit here into the lower 80s. And again, you got a turf field here. You've got plenty of excitement with, as we mentioned on the coaches show last night from Jim Deggy's Pizza, that you've got former Tioga coaches now at Pineville, and some former Pineville coaches and players at Tioga. So, it all works together. Bryant Bell in his third season at Pineville High School after spending 6 seasons as the defensive coordinator for Kevin Cook. Kevin Cook now is in his 9th season of being the head Indian here at the reservation, and saw Coach Cook before the game. Matter of fact, he helped me get a good parking spot, so I certainly appreciate that. But Kevin and Coach Bell obviously have a great relationship, and it's just good for the community because you have two very well respected programs. And there was a time a couple of years ago where back before Coach Bell came to Pineville, that there was a discussion of not doing this series. And I can remember being in a couple of local restaurants and Tioga fans coming up to me encouraging me, don't let that happen. And I'm like, well, I don't control the contracts,
Right.
But hey, we're here tonight. It's a great atmosphere. It's good to see Pineville folks that have traveled. And, we've kind of dubbed this something very special, Nathan. And I think it's catching on with our folks, the North Side Knockout. You're in the ring. You see the ring there on your screen. Hopefully, if you're watching on Facebook or Twitter or through YouTube, you can see that North Side Knockout is the logo there. And I think I know the KALB referenced it, and again, we're excited to be able to bring you tonight's game. We're in the new press box here at Tioga. It's my first time to be here. Very, very nice setup that was brought in last season or season before?
I think last season.
Yeah, because the season before we were on top of the old wooden press box.
That's right. You and I had the distinct pleasure of broadcasting from the roof, and if I recall right, we both ended up getting COVID that night. So the following week, we ended up having to broadcast from the back of my pickup truck. So
this is true.
A memory that they're trying to redeem for us tonight.
Yeah, the show had to go on, and then so we did it from the back of a pickup. But yeah, so this came in last season. It's very nice, very modern, and gives us, even though we're kind of boxed in together here with our 446 buddies that take care of the Tioga.
Yeah, if you look at the
side.
Screen over there, Billy French from Tioga is waving as he's trying to get some free airtime over here on the Pineville stream.
Yeah.
But we are family. It's a 446 showdown tonight, and it's it's going to be fun hearing their play-by-play as they hear our play-by-play, and it's going to be fun to see who gets to laugh on the way home and who gets to cry.
Well, we'll give him a little screen time since he fed us before the game here. And some great quesadillas from the Tioga Quarterback Club. So the Tioga folks are coming through the red, white, and blue smoke onto the field here. Pineville Rebels are on the far side. They're in their solid white uniforms with the red, or the burgundy, if you will, numbers that are on the jerseys. And Tioga in their white pants with the black jerseys with the red numbers and white trim. So THS, PHS getting ready to do battle. We'll take a timeout here. Stay with us. The Tioga band is on the field right now. And again, I know that we are about 7 minutes away from football. Stay with us. This is Pineville, Tioga, from Tioga tonight here on 446 Sports.
It all started with a sketch on a napkin. An idea created by two walk-on bench warmers. And after 10 years of hard work and perseverance to turn their dream into a reality, it's the #1 sports bar in America.
Welcome to Walk On.
Walk-ons, because everyone needs a little playing time.
BK Distributors is proud to support high school athletics on 446 Sports. BK is the one-stop shop for trophies, banners, awards, letter jackets, and just about anything award-related. And now, welcome BK Apparel and BK Promotions to the family for all your spirit apparel needs and anything you need to brand your business. When you think of anything you need with your name on it, think BK. Check them out on Facebook or at bkdistrib.com. BK Distributors, Apparel and Promotions in Pineville.
I'm Jason Hall with Farm Bureau Insurance. Did you know that September is Life Insurance Awareness Month? Our team is here to educate about life insurance and help you make the right coverage choices. With the right agent this month and every month, taking care of your family can be simple and something you can do today. There's no better time than now to learn how life insurance can protect your family's financial security. So talk to Hawk at 318-791-HAWK or online at talktohawk.com and let us help you protect what matters most.
Our mobile banking app is changing the way we bank. Things are getting easier, transactions are getting safer, and you have access 24/7. All the functionality of banking you're used to, made easier to use, anywhere, anytime, and more secure than ever. Simple, seamless, safe. Download our mobile app today.
They do it very well here at Tioga. Always have had a great tradition with their band. We welcome you here tonight as we get ready for our broadcast of Tioga and Pineville. Week number 3 of the high school football season. Pineville coming in after a very tough loss to the Menard Eagles last week, 16-7. Meanwhile, Tioga went on the road to Breaux Bridge and duked it out with Breaux Bridge 34-28. So Tioga 2-0, Pineville 1-1 coming into this game. And Nathan, as we talk about our why not stop keys to the game, and I've had a host of different friends, mutual friends of ours that have Tioga connections, texting me today wanting to know what I thought the score would be, what I thought about the game. And what I told most of them was that, in the end, if Pineville can keep it close and control the clock, they'll have a chance in the fourth quarter. But if we get down by 2 or more scores, it could be a long night. So the officials are on their way out to midfield. Our team is on the way there as well. As you see, our Ninja Cam that is on the field there, along with our wireless microphone. So we'll check out that huddle with the white hat. Players introducing themselves.
Play football within the rules, okay?
Trying to pick that up here. You see the white hat.
All right, you guys are visiting. You're my speaking captain, so you're going to call the talk.
Get that mic a little closer, maybe. All right, Pineville calls as the visitor. So it appears that Pineville has won the toss. Yes, they have. And they defer to the second half. So they will give the Tioga Indians the ball first. We'll be kicking from right to left from Tioga High School, if you know where that is situated. To the left here, appreciate Robert Anderson and Anderson Martin down on the field with our mic and our Ninja Cam.
Man.
And
first time we got it to work flawlessly as far as the Ninja Cam goes.
That's right,
And we got most of the microphones. So we're getting the bugs worked out of this brand new system that we're having so much fun with. And even though Chuck's got a better looking setup, he doesn't have a Ninja Cam. I can just tell you that. No, but he can't hear me. I thought I was going to throw some shade at it, but he's not listening.
There you go. Of course, Robert is on the far sideline there, and let's check in with him real quick. And Robert, the feeling from your side of the field.
Guys, it's Friday night at Tioga.
Am I wrong? I mean, we have air conditioning up here, but it's nice down on the field, isn't it?
It's pretty good. Good, guys. It's 85 degrees.
Well, it's amazing that who would have thought 85 would be acceptable, but when it was 20 degrees hotter just a few weeks ago, we all thought we were going to die. So there's Robert Anderson on the sideline with the Ninja Cam view. He's got the backpack, the microphone, and everything else ready to go. We're ready for some football, and we'll hear from Robert occasionally when he has the opportunity or when there's an injury or something that we need to know about. He'll turn that wireless mic on and drop a note on us there, so we look forward to that. All right, kicking the ball off. It is up and will be taken on the run at the 15 to the 18, cutting back now near side to the 30, got a block and tripped up and brought down at the 34-yard line. On the return for Tioga was number 10, senior wide receiver Bradley Riccardi.
Yeah, and Bryant Dearborn got the shoestring tackle, where really the ankle grab, and brought him to the ground after a nice little return from the 15. He gets it out to the 34, so right at 20 yards there, just shy of a 20-yard return. They'll have first and 10 from the 34. Clock is rolling, 11:53.
Case Malone, the sophomore quarterback, is the leader here of this team. They come from the sideline to line up.
What a weapon he is, Rich.
Calling for the football. In motion goes number 1. They fake, give to him, cuts 40, 45. To the, short of the 45, we'll say the 44-yard line to Jacorian Norris. And Nathan Jacorian, I'm told, plays the whole game, offense and defense. Right. And he'll be a defensive back as well as a wide receiver. And he is a legitimate Division I prospect.
Don't get to say that a whole lot, but, man, that's fun to see, and he's fun to watch.
He picks up 9 on that run, 2 to the right side, 2 to the left. So spread them out. That's what Coach said last night. They'd be spreading them out, and indeed they are. Handoff, tailback, 45, 50, 45, down to the 41 on the run.
Travis Adams was the carry that time, Rich, and a little misdirection. Wasn't expecting him to get the ball, and he just took it up right up the middle, and seemed like it was like the guys were just kind of sliding off of him.
Well, again, when you spread them out like that, that spreads that defense out, and that makes your defensive line have to work a little bit harder, and that's exactly what we're seeing here. Snap, and it's going to be a quarterback keeper this time, and Malone, that's that run option, as he actually stuck the ball in Adams' breadbasket, but then kept it himself. Defense collapsed, allowed just a 2-yard pickup.
And Eric Frazier was the man who ended up catching him and bringing him down after just a short gain. One of the senior leaders here on the defense, will call his name a few times tonight.
Second down for Malone. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Malone checking down, it appears. Calls for the football, is going to give to Adams. Adams around that left side where there was an opening. 30, Adams to the 20, Adams to the 10, 5, touchdown. Travis Adams with the touchdown run.
Tyler Null had a shot at him and kind of went with more of an arm tackle instead of throwing his whole body at him, and he just bounced off that arm tackle. You're not going to bring neither Adams nor Norris down with an arm tackle. You have got to be all over them. You got to wrap them up, and that time they just bounced off and picked up the easy 6. 2 minutes into this contest, and we're trailing by 6.
So nice run. And the extra point is good. We'll be back after this 1-minute timeout. It is 7-0 Indians. Rebels will have the ball for the first time when we come back on 446 Sports.
Is your vision just not as crisp and clear as it used to be? Are you having difficulty driving, especially at night? Are you over 40 and now needing reading glasses? If so, the trusted eye care team at Wallace Eye Associates is here to help with your family's eye care needs, just like we have been for nearly 40 years. Call Wallace Eye Associates today at 318-448-4488 to schedule your next eye evaluation.
Appliance Parts Company in Alexandria has all your major appliance parts needs. We sell parts to all major appliances as well as new appliances, including window units, chest, and upright freezers. Appliance Parts originally opened its doors on Lee Street in 1972, and we're now open at a new location on Memorial Drive to serve you better. Stop by, say hey to our crew, and check out our awesome holiday gifts. Appliance Parts, 2208 Memorial Drive in Alexandria.
Here, kickoff taken by the Pineville Rebels. So we missed the kickoff here. We're still adjusting to our new toys that we have here, but Pineville will have the ball on the return after the Riccardi kickoff. Pineville will have the ball at the 27-yard line. At the 27 come the Rebels.
I apologize. I'm sitting behind a post, and so I wasn't paying attention to what was directly, well, the post was in front of me, and I missed that. So we won't get that commercial problem again after that.
I got you. I formation for Pineville, receiver on each side, and he's going to pitch it back to number 5, who cuts up into the hole for the Rebels. And
that was Ty Sanders, Rich, normally as a defensive back.
Right, and I didn't have him on my spotting board for offense. So, again, pitching to the tailback. And Coach told us last night off mic that he's going to do some things different tonight. And they're already first play, Ty Sanders at the point of the eye.
Ty plays on the hands team on the kickoff return, so shouldn't be quite so surprising.
2nd down and 7, again handing off, but Indian defense.
I think there may be a face mag, big flag coming back from the umpire. The way he was spun around.
Yeah, a key mix on the carry. So has the white hat signaled?
Yes, it was a face mask against Tioga, personal foul.
So
March off 15 yards.
And it will be first down, obviously. We'll move the ball for Pineville up across the 40 to around the 45-yard line. So, again, you've seen Ty Sanders, and then you saw Hakeem Mix.
Well, and he did a 360 with that ball when they grabbed a hold of his helmet there. So no doubt why he was stopped.
Again, out of the eye, 2 receivers pitching, cutting through quickly, trying to get that speed on the carry. And I believe Sanders, again, on the carry gets 5 yards to the 50. So trying to get a little leg action going. And again, we're used to more of the fullback dive to the left, fullback dive to the right. But in this particular case, Nathan, trying to go with a little speed out of that eye, out of the tailback position.
You got to like what you're seeing. And Pineville does spread it out a little bit, bring a couple near side. Landon Roberts, Wibbledow's player of the game last week, comes near side.
Again, handing off, and again right into the hole across midfield into Indian territory at the 48. We'll make it 3rd down and a couple, 3rd and a 3. Need to get to the Indian 45. You are at the Indian 48, opening drive of the game for the Pineville Rebels. Meanwhile, the Indians score on their first drive to take a 7-0 lead. Clock is at 8:09 remaining first quarter. Out of the eye, had to jump across into the neutral zone. Whitty with the cadence, and the Rebels will pick up another first down via the penalty.
Well, that's 2 first downs on the penalty. We'll take both of them, that's for sure.
So offsides into that neutral zone and didn't make contact, but on the high school level, they will call that. So first down for the Rebels. Again, opening drive of the game for Pineville. We're at Tioga at the reservation tonight as lights on and the sun settling here and getting into the evening time. Out of the eye, back to pass. Whitty got a man complete at the 40. Man slips. 35 on the pitch and catch for the Rebels to number 13 rather.
Yeah.
Garrett Jackson.
And we're calling all sorts of names, and Garrett's listed as a backup quarterback, but he was out there in a fresh white jersey, that's for sure, but he was excited to get that ball.
I was told that that Garrett would get some passes his way, so indeed he did there. Just not used to calling it out. To the far side is Landon Roberts and Garrett Jackson. Again, I formation from the near side hash mark on 2nd down and 2. Hand off. First down right side across the 30. There he breaks out to the far side 20, to the 10, to the 5. Dropping that arm. He didn't get to the 5, but he got to the 12-yard line as I'm having to look around slats in the window here and make sure. But
I'm looking through tripods. I think Ethan Gates had the big block up front.
That sprung him to the outside.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And look, he is fast. He's not going to – if you hit him, he might go down. But if once he gets his speed underneath him, he's going to be hard to catch. I love seeing this different look that Pineville's bringing tonight. We've known Ty. I've known Ty since a little bitty fella. He is intense.
So at the point of the eye is Ty. But you get that close, you want to see him get into the end zone. Don't forget, at the end of the game, we will select a Quibido's Cajun Cafe player of the game. We will also have the Southern Air Cool play of the game. So some different things from some great local sponsors. I formation with 2 receivers to this near side. It's Garrett Jackson and Landon Roberts. And we have a official timeout for the water break. the 6-minute water break. We'll keep it right here, though, so that we can say thank you to some more of our great sponsors. If you're not aware and you're watching us on YouTube or Boxcast, or maybe you caught the link from Twitter, know that we have a lot of great sponsors, including Valex Federal Credit Union. This is the second straight year that they've been one of our primary sponsors, so thank you to Valex Federal Credit Union, valexfcu.org. Also, Wallace Eye Associates. They sponsor our scoreboard. We say a big thank you to Wallace Eye Surgery. And the good folks at Sadler's Towing. They are a big sponsor of 446, and for all your towing needs, give the folks at Sadler's Towing a call. They help us with our team scores that you see across the bottom of your screen. And again, some other great sponsors that you'll see throughout the game. We appreciate them because they're making it possible for us to broadcast the game live, but they also make it possible for you to watch the replays of both our coaches' shows and our football games on YouTube. Here we go with second down and 10 from the 12. They hand to the full up man, cuts back into the 10, down to maybe the 7.
Yeah, Ethan Gates got that one. He's blocked every single play until that one. He maybe caught him a little bit expecting the deep man or the back man, but the body of the eye took it up for 7 yards, or good 6 anyway, so 3rd and 4 coming up.
Got to hurry and get us Tioga substitute nose guards. And they get him off just in time. Again, the Rebels will spread out Landon Roberts and Garrett Jackson to the near sideline. Ball's on the far side hash mark. It will be 3rd down and 4 from the 7. They give. This is tied to the 5. Ty stood up maybe to the 4. They'll give him to the 5, and he's going to be a yard short, maybe 2 yards short of the first down. It's 4th and 2 from the 4. 4th and 2 from the 5, actually. 4th and 2 from the 5.
Got to get just inside the 4 to pick up the first down. And are we going for it? Of course
we are. Yes, indeed. Again, out of the I formation, Coach Cook says, give me a TO, baby. Tioga takes a timeout on the field. I want to say thank you to my good buddy David Morrow, who provided us a nerd note, if you will, an interesting stat that I had to read it twice to make sure that I was correct in what I was reading. But since 2000, Pineville High School leads this series, this North Side knockout, 16-6.
Wow.
Now, I know the last couple of years we've had a rough time. We didn't play in the year 2020, so that makes up for that number if you're doing the math at home. But 16-6, and of course, hope we can get back in that win column tonight after the last couple of seasons of coming close, but not getting it done. So, David Morrow, thank you for that. David helps feed us at home when we're at the Pineville at D.C. Bill Bates Stadium there in the press box. And speaking of Bates, I want to say hello to my friend David Bates as well. David Bates watching us and commenting to me that he's watching on YouTube, and said that it's looking and sounding great.
That's good to hear.
Let's make it look even better by picking up this first down, or better yet, get it in the end zone.
That's it.
All right, here we go. 4th and goal out of the eye for the Rebels. Whitty with the hard signal. He's going to give. Sanders will get, and the ball comes out. Ball comes out.
Tioga has the ball.
Tioga does have the ball at the 2, maybe 3 yard line. So Sanders coughing it up, unfortunately, on that 4th and 2 from the 5. But that will give Tioga the ball at the 4 yard line. That's where their offense will take over.
They're going to give him the ball at the 2, it looks like, or at the 1 yard line.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, Ty, I think, had gotten the first down, but wasn't able to control it. And, remember, this is Ty's first game as a running back. He's been practicing the defensive back for years now. And so I don't know if he's quite used to the ferocity of the defense in there, punching and pinching and kicking and doing everything, trying to get that ball away from you, so he loses the ball. But look how far he had gotten. He had gotten the first down, unfortunately just loses the ball. So Pineville's defense now will be called upon to see what they can do to stop the offense of the Indians.
From the end zone, and they give Adams trying to run it out, and he does get across the 5 to the 6. Indians not as spread out that time. Now they'll bring their wide receiver package back in since they picked up 4 yards on that initial first down run, giving them a little bit of breathing room for the Indians.
Man, that's what they need to get out from the shadow of the goalpost, just pushing the pile forward. Our defense is, Coach Bell was a defensive coordinator. He hangs his hat on defense, but he brought in a defensive coordinator this year because it's kind of distracting to be the head coach and the defensive coordinator, Justin Charles, bringing that charge, and we're looking to see what he's able to do. All right, we have another whistle.
Another Tioga timeout.
That's the second one.
And Coach Cook not happy there as he had to call a timeout on the field. We want to just give a big shout out to our friend Paul Everett at Jim Deggy's Pizza. We had a great time there last night, enjoyed some great pizza, but Doug and I went and had lunch there today.
What? And you didn't invite me?
Well, it was a business trip, okay?
Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah, we went to meet with Paul and talk about our sponsorship and everything, but enjoyed that. And Doug had the jalapeno popper pizza.
Oh yeah, what do you think about that?
I don't know. He cleaned his plate, so he ate all 10 inches of that personal pizza. I went salad and soup. I had the roasted bell pepper soup.
So
Man,
good,
that stuff
so
is good. Yes, indeed. So we say a big thank you to our friends at Jim Deggy's Pizza. They are the home for our Brian Bell Coaches Show on Thursday nights, and of course had a good time there last night.
I had the whole Deggy when the show was over, and I couldn't eat the whole thing.
Well,
needed Doug, right?
I was like, all right, handing off Adams coming near side. They string him out. They got him short of
flag.
the 10, but a flag does come in.
We may have gotten a face mask, incidental, I believe it, but nevertheless, I saw the head turn as the hand was high up next to him.
I got you. So we'll see what the white hat tells us on the initial call. He's looking over to Coach Bell.
Well, I was wrong about that.
Well, I'm glad you were.
Yeah, me too.
I almost said that could be a holding. Then you were emphatic on the face mask, so I shut up.
I saw the head turn with the hand in the area. But now you got to realize I can't see the field. I'm looking at this on this tiny screen in front of me. So I need to be quiet about stuff like that.
No, that's okay. That's okay.
Getting my bifocals lined up in the right spot.
So we of course, obviously with the hold, move the ball back and play second down over again. So it will be that half the distance to the goal line makes it second down and 8. Second down and 8, they hand off. Adams tackled at, wrapped up at the 3, but gets to the 5, maybe the 6-yard line. So nice running by number 2, Travis Adams. And Adams, though, again, not finding a lot of running room, and it's going to bring up 3rd down and 5 as he picked up 2. 3rd down and 5. First down will be just past the 10 at the 11-yard line. The ball sits at the 6. Ball sits at the 6. It's 7-0 Tioga. Just under 3 minutes remaining here in the first quarter of play. 7-0 Indians with their back to their own end zone. Back in the end zone, looking to fire near side. Thought the ball was tipped, caught at the 10, to the 15, to the 16-yard line.
Man, what a dangerous throw. I thought the ball was tipped, too. I'm looking at this little screen, and I don't know if Chuck's going to run the instant replay on that one. That was a great play for Tioga.
Jacorian Norris with the completion from Case Malone and gets the Indians the first down, but most of all gets them a little breathing room with their own end zone right over their shoulder. So from the 16-yard line, the Indians with the ball, 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. Handoff Adams coming near side, wrapped up and brought down as he gets to the 20-yard line. Tackle made by Pineville Rebels number 22, Tyler Null, out of the linebacker position.
What I like about that, though, is that 33 got there, Eric Frazier, and held him up in the backfield. Almost had the tackle back there. He spun out, but at least it kept him from getting a much larger gain. We talked about Eric being one of the leaders, a senior linebacker. We've called his name through the years, and he's continuing to provide steady service from that linebacker position.
From the near side hash mark, moving left to right from junior high to high school. Pitch it out to number 10, going far side 20. Brought down hard at the 25-yard line, short of the first down. That was number 10, Bradley Riccardi, on the carry. and Rebels stop them short of the first down. Just a 2-yard pickup, ball at the 24. It will be 3rd and 3. 3rd and 3 as we near a minute 19 left here in the first quarter. Indians have a 7-0 lead over the Pineville Rebels. Indians with the ball for the second time after Pineville gets within the red zone, gets within the 5, but fumbles the ball at the 1-yard line. Calling for the football is Malone. 2 receivers on each side. Play action, fires, complete to the tight end. And a big first down for the Indians on the completion to number 20, Ryan Reeves. First time to throw to the tight end. But again, that's what happens when you spread them out like you do. And the Indians pick up their second first down of this drive.
They just have so many weapons. And Tyler Knoll made the tackle, but you couldn't stop that. You only needed 5 yards. A little slant pass like that, you're almost guaranteed to get as long as you don't drop it.
I have to kill these lights at some point because it is hard to see. Case pitches out near side. Adams to the 40. Adams 45, 50. Adams 40. Got an angle at the 30 and takes him out of bounds. Inside the 30 at the 24-yard line.
Ty Sanders came all the way from the other side of the field to get the pursuit. Once he made the first Rebel miss on the outside, he turned on the afterburners, and he was flying. But Ty showed you that speed. He didn't quit. Made up a lot of territory. We have a flag on the field, though, Rich, and it's right here at the 40-yard line. So if we bring the camera back here, the Tioga's going to have to bring it all the way back. Coach Cook says, explain that to me, Lucy. And the referee says, there was some dirty laundry you got to pick up off the floor. Okay, that wasn't the Lucy accent.
I don't remember Lucy having that accent, but Ricky did, but not Lucy.
Yeah, but I think I tried to do it. My was he Puerto Rican? No, it was Cuban. Ricky was Cuban. I think I went half Cajun on that. But nevertheless, walk it back, and referee's going to bring it back a long ways from the spot of the foul, 10 yards back. It'll be 1st and 15.
So that certainly nullifies what was another awesome run by Travis Adams, because once he gets past the interior of the line and into open space, he can scoot down the field rather quickly. But holding brought it back to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 15 from the 30. 1st and 15 from the 30-yard line. Again, kind of bunched in. The ball is loose. Ball is loose, and on the pitch to number 10, Riccardi. Fortunate they didn't lose the ball altogether. Drop them back to the 20, where it will be second and 25. 2nd and 25 on the somewhat of the mental error, if you will.
Yeah, it was a fake toss to the front. We have a stoppage in play as the referees are going to consult, but there's a stoppage in play. But
was it a pass or was it a?
No, yeah, it was a toss backwards. He faked the forward, then turned around and lateraled it behind him, and they just didn't have the handle on it.
But it's not a pass, so
no,
it would,
you're
not incomplete. Yes. Well, they're backing him up even more. I didn't.
Maybe because of where the spot was, a better spot.
I got you.
So, yeah, that's the 25 at the 20-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and 25.
Clock starts back with 11 seconds left. I don't think Tioga's going to get the play off before the end of the quarter. They will not. We will get ready to take a 1-minute break here. We'll be back in 1 minute to start the second quarter, the end of a quarter. When we come back, Tioga will have 2nd and 25 deep in their own territory, but a 7-0 lead on 446 Sports.
Time for our red, white, and cool summer event at Southern Air Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Right now, you can save on a new energy saving system. No money down, 0% interest, and no payments till June 2024. Call Southern Air Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing or visit us online.
Hi, I'm Kimberly Harrell, Certified Residential Appraiser. I am currently a leading provider of appraisal services for mortgage lending, employee relocation, estate planning, and community property settlements. My experience in real estate over the past 13 years and currently serving as president of the Greater Central Louisiana Realtors Association has given me a clear understanding of the real estate world and the ever-changing market we live in today. For any of your valuation needs, give me, Kimberly Harrell, a call.
Welcome back to Tioga. The reservation is where we are. Good group of fans on both sides of the field tonight, as it should be.
Yeah, Pineville traveled well.
Yeah, but as it should be for two local schools that are within just 5 minutes of each other, recruit a lot of the same sponsors for their programs, and obviously both have 446 Sports as a part of their broadcasting teams here. So we change ends of the field. We'll be moving Tioga will from the high school toward the junior high, if you're familiar with the landscape here. Handoff, Adams up the middle, 25. He just keeps churning, Nathan, and gets positive yardage even when Rebels are on his back, and he gets across the 25 to the 27-yard line.
Picked up 7 yards from the 20. Still, though, you're going to have 3rd and 17, excuse me. So a long ways to go. And I'm thinking just don't, keep everybody in front of you. Keep everybody in front of you and don't arm tackle. Those two things. Keep everybody in front of you and don't arm tackle. If you're a D-back, you're a lineman, you're thinking keep them in front of me. Don't go for the strip. Don't go for the heroics. 3rd and 17.
Case rolling out to the right side. Malone looking downfield. Malone's going to run it himself, and the Rebels are there to contain him as he gets back close to the original line of scrimmage, but that will make it 4th down and 10, and that means Tioga will punt the ball away for the first time tonight as we are just over a minute into the second quarter. It's 7-0 Tioga. Pineville will be getting the ball, Nathan, for the second time tonight after driving down the field, getting into the red zone, getting in within the 5-yard line, but on a 4th down and 2 from the 5, lost the ball at the 1, and the Indians getting the ball back and coming to this point of having to punt the ball away. Almost, as the Pineville Rebels will let the ball bounce, and it'll go inside the 40 and come to a rest at the 35-yard line.
Brian Dearborn was wanting a flag on the far side. He got popped, blindside block, knocked on his touche, but no call from the referee. I don't think that one needed to really be called on that. Pineville's going to have good field position, taking over right there at the 35-yard line. And, you've got to feel really good about your defense. You got the stop that you needed. Your offense proved they can move the ball with this different look that nobody's seen on huddle films up until date. And so what do we have coming up next? That's the question that everybody's asking.
All right, let's see what the Rebels can do with their second possession of the game. Again, that I formation as they give to the tailback and hit immediately, crosses the 35 to the 36-yard line, so get a yard on the play. But again, Nathan, we haven't seen this offense for the Pineville Rebels. It's been that kind of a veer with the fullback, Sebastian Mollett, but Rebels trying to overcome this big Tioga defensive line, the strong defensive line, by getting some speed at tailback, and that's what the Rebels are trying to accomplish here. They'll spread 2 wide receivers out to the right.
And the tailback is Aiden Tate, 23. That was not Ty Sanders that we had seen in the first series.
Having trouble seeing through this glass and my glasses. Tossing the ball to the near side. Garrett coming up with it.
Wow,
even on his knees. Nice job by number 13, Garrett Jackson, bringing it in. It is just a couple of yards, but still a couple of yards with the quarterback throwing against his body. The left hander having to come all the way across his body to complete that pass out to Garrett to the 39. And it will be, as I stretch to look out this window, third down and 6. Yeah,
Garrett's listed as a quarterback, but he's shown he's got great hands on the receiving side of things as well. Now we're split out on both sides.
Again, out of the I formation, Whitty changes. Jalen Whitty changing the play at the line of scrimmage. Now under center, Whitty calling for the football. He will go back to pass. complete to the far side, but down on his knee was Landon Roberts. Landon will be a yard, maybe 2 short of the first down. But here, what will Bryant Bell do?
Yeah, you're right.
Do you flip the field, or do you go for it? And certainly a decision time for Bryant Bell. And I think he's made the decision. What do you got to lose here?
Well, the defense got the stop that you needed last time. You've been making positive yardage on each play.
4th down and 1.
And Whitty's also got them on a hard snap, Rich.
And I would run Whitty here, just blow him off the line. They hand to the fullback. That's Tate. Tate to the 50. Tate inside Indian territory at the 49-yard line. You've been running out of that power I, and what do for the second time tonight? You give it to the fullback and let him dive off to the left side for a Pineville Rebel first down. Bell rolled the dice and scored on that one, at least scored from the standpoint of getting a fresh set of downs.
Sweet, as you got the up man who's been blocking on every play except for the 2 critical ones right there. First down, fresh first down.
Receivers on both sides, again out of the eye. They pitch it to the tailback, steps out of 1 tackle, gets back to the line of scrimmage at the 48, but no gain on the play. And again, I'm struggling to see who our tailback was.
I think it was 13 again.
So that would
23, Aiden Tate, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. These binoculars aren't helping me any at all either. So
yeah, I'm almost positive that's who it is.
Yeah, it is 23 Tate, who is also a linebacker, but also listed as a running back. Out of the I formation, 2 receivers to the near side from the far side hash mark in Indian territory at the 48-yard line. Clock is at 7:18 remaining here in the first half of play. Indians lead 7-0. Back to pass. Throws way over the top of the intended receiver, who was 13, Garrett Jackson. But again, Whitty throwing all the way across his body to throw that ball out of bounds.
Yeah, that was just a long throw. It looked like it was almost an intentional out of bounds. Not sure why so far, but nevertheless, that is now going to bring up 3rd and long, 3rd and 10 for the Rebels.
Again, in Tioga territory, a whole different offense for these Pineville Rebels than what we've seen the first couple of weeks. A receiver on each side, out of the eye. Back to pass is Whitty. Fires quickly, intercepted at the 40, 45, 50, 45, 40. 1 man to beat, 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown. What amounts to a 60-yard pick 6.
Woo, I tell you what, if I'm the 446 team for Tioga, I'm looking at a possible Southern Air cool play of the game right there for Tioga. Definitely not one that brought any refreshment to Pineville, though. Looked like Whitty was he off balance when he threw that, Rich? It was such a fast throw.
He was trying to go quickly and hit the receiver up the seam, and instead read very perfectly by the defensive back, and it was a 60-yard pick 6 with 6:57 remaining here in the first half. Placement, kick on the way. Extra point is up and good. Back after this 1-minute timeout. Indians strike on the INT, the pick 6. It's 14-0 Indians on 446 Sports.
Appliance Parts Company in Alexandria has all your major appliance parts needs. We sell parts to all major appliances as well as new
4-yard line before he's brought down hard from behind, so he does get a return to the 24.
14-0 the score here in the second quarter, about 6 minutes and 46, not about exactly 6:46. We'll have a water break timeout at the 6-minute mark that we're continuing through the month of September. And Pineville Rebels had demonstrated earlier they could move the ball. Unfortunately, that pick six took a little wind out, but that doesn't mean you can't move the ball. Coming back up, Landon Roberts near side, last week's Quibido's player of the game.
So 2 receivers to the right side from the far side hash mark. Give to the tailback around the 30, 35. Got the first down. That was number 5, Ty Sanders, getting a chance to get a little redemption and get back in the game after having that fumble inside the 5. And as Nathan mentioned, first time we've seen him in an offensive skill position. And so as we watch.
Wrong one.
Yeah, wrong one. We'll work on that. 2 receivers again to this far side, just trying to spread Tioga out a little bit. They only put 1 man on the 2 receivers. Hand off to the fullback. He's 45, breaks out to the 50, 45. How about that for number 44, Ethan Gates, as the gate opened for Ethan, and he went through a big hole for the first down. We see the instant replay of Ty Sanders from 2 plays ago, and then, of course, Gates getting Pineville into great field position here as we see the ball again in Indian territory at the 45. Whitty changing the play. No. What do we have? It is water break. Water break time. Water break time. Could use a little myself. Want to remind you, coming up at the end of the game, we will be selecting a Southern Air Cool play of the game. A couple of candidates for that already. Also, we'll be selecting the Quibido's Cajun Cafe player of the game. And speaking of Quibido's, we look forward to being back there on Sunday evening. I missed last week. Appreciate you filling in. And I don't know that, you had Billy Nungesser there and great food from John Valenzuela. But Coach Speak is really starting to come into its own, and looking forward to that. It's kind of a wrap-up of the Friday night games, our players of the week, our Quibido's player of the game, and those type of things. Plus, we get to preview the next week's game, so we catch that on Sunday afternoon. We do it live at 6 from Quibido's, but, of course, obviously you can watch it anytime on YouTube. All right, here we go for the Rebels. From the 45 on the first down and hit immediately in the backfield. Hold on to that football as is that 3 on the carry?
That's kind of what it looked
Jalen
like.
Fortson.
He's been, a very significant carrier previously. It's the first time we've seen him here tonight. He plays sometimes both offense and defense. But first time we've seen him with hands on. I'll tell you, Ty Sanders showing that speed on that run a while ago, and you get him outside, it's going to be off to the races.
And he's just a junior. Keep that in mind.
We got guys moving.
The 2 receivers moving to the near side, and you got a timeout called by Coach Bell, because what you were looking at here was 2nd down and 12. The ball was on the far side hash mark, Nathan, and you had both your receivers on that same side, and you need them over on this side just to try to spread out the defense a little bit more. Let's check in with Robert down on the sideline, if we could. Robert, just to maybe just tell us what you're seeing as we near halftime from your side of the field.
Guys, can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right. The offense is doing a great job. And, it's sort of keeping Tioga off balance, but we're battling.
We are. I mean, what do you think with this different offense we've seen tonight, too?
He's throwing a wrinkle in through going out of the I formation tonight, and shooting, and Ty's running hard.
Yeah.
And let's just those drives.
Let's keep it going. Thank you, Robert, for the sideline from the far side of the field with our wireless microphone that is actually working tonight, which is a nice sign. 2 receivers near side. He throws to the near side, complete to Landon at the 40. Landon dodging back to the near side, trying to get to that first down. I think he got it. He got inside the 35 to the 34, and Landon Roberts with the 13-yard reception and a very nice, cool play right there. as the Rebels get the first down. Nice job by Landon. He didn't have the first down after the catch, but started running toward the inside, circled back to the outside, and a nice job by the 5'8 senior who told us last night on the coaches show that that must be a misprint. I'm 6'4", but no, not 6'4". Coach Sears would have him on the basketball team if he was 6'4", but he's certainly number one and doing a great job. He sprints out to the far side near the Rebels sideline. Him and Garrett Jackson to the far side. I formation, handoff again. Sanders trying to get through, and the Indian defense is adjusting, and they're waiting for that I guy to get it and everything. But in that particular case, Sanders got to the and a flag on the play, by the way. So he got back to the original line of scrimmage. But let's see what the penalty is here. We have a holding call on the Pineville Rebels. So first really big penalty of the night for the Pineville Rebels will move us back.
Yeah, unfortunate there. Cook could have just taken the results of the play because it didn't have a big net gain, but he'd rather mark them back 10 yards from that spot, making it 1st and 20. Ethan has been catching, he moves the ball well, and it's been nice to see him with it and being able to move the ball. Landon Grimes is checking back in, as is, of course, Whitty's bringing the play in from the sideline during that little break. And I'm watching the Tioga players kind of asking for the play near side. So I'm hoping we catch them a little bit of confusion.
So the ball back at the 45, a handoff, and immediately hit and dropped on the carry. Number 5, Sanders, back to the line of scrimmage. But again, keep in mind the line of scrimmage is 10 yards back from where the original line was. So you're going to be looking now here at 2nd down and 20. 2nd down and 20 as we near the 4-minute mark remaining before halftime. Rebels trail 14-0. We have another whistle and a timeout called by the Pineville Rebels. We'll take it with them back here in just 30 seconds on 446 Sports.
For a lifetime of the best possible vision, look to Wallace Eye Associates, where our tradition of eye care excellence in Cenla spans nearly 40 years. From your next family eye exam to cataract and glaucoma evaluations, trust your vision to the experienced eye professionals at Wallace Eye Associates. Call Wallace Eye Associates today at 318-448-4488 to schedule your next eye evaluation.
Welcome back here as we come out of the Pineville timeout. 2nd down and 20 from the Indian 45. Whitty's going to pitch it out. Nice job catching a ball that was a little behind the tailback. And I believe that was Hakeem Mix on the carry, if I'm correct. And he gets 4 on the play. But, that was kind of a nice one-handed grab, if you will, by Mix to hold on to that.
Excuse this little replay test here for a second. Yep, for some reason my replay is showing it's off a little bit, so I'm going to have to work on this as we
it's
go.
good you got Chuck Perkins here. Maybe Chuck can help us with that.
Well, what's funny was I created his replay macro and fixed his, and now I can't get mine to work. We'll figure it out.
Receivers on both sides now. They run the tailback out and looking downfield. Got a man, incomplete. Ball was over the middle to the tight end, I believe, who was wide open.
Sure was.
And
right up the middle, too. And he had, I don't know if he was thinking, run, but with Sebastian Mollett, who's normally much more sure-handed. And now Coach says, I think we will work on pinning them this time when you're looking at 4th and 15, 4th and 16.
Incomplete pass stops the clock with 3:28 remaining here in the first half of play. Coming up at halftime, we'll talk a little bit about the upcoming schedule with you. Nathan and I will recap some of the first half for you as well. So again, we appreciate you being here with us on 446 Sports, getting ready to get the ball away, and they do. Punting toward the right side, nobody back, and the ball's going to bounce and go into the end zone.
Oh, man.
In and out of the end zone. Tioga did not have a player back, so they took the gamble that the ball might bounce into the end zone, and since it's not round, it's oblong, it can bounce any number of ways, and unfortunately for the Rebels, it bounced on into the end zone where they will come out and bring it to the 20-yard line.
Well, and what's tough about that is, I hate to say it, we were a little lackadaisical running down there to cover it, thinking that maybe the punt wasn't that long, and had we sprinted down, Mike could have caught it before it bounced into the end zone. But, that's just sometimes how the ball bounces in that traditional holding slot where you'll often see that judge throw that. They are indicating, I think they're indicating it's going to be back. Yep, there it is, holding.
Holding against the Indians would be.
And what is that over there by the 20 on the far side? Is that a flag or is that just some trash over there? I don't know if you can see. Can your eyes see that?
It's kind of like right in front of Robert.
Right in front of Robert. Is that a flag?
Guys, that's a flag.
Okay.
So
quick.
that's 2 flags then.
So that official's coming in to talk to the white hat as well.
Okay, let's look see if there's another call. Well, there's not another call.
Not another signal, so they'll bring the ball back inside the 20 to the
He picked
8.
up.
Go ahead,
Picked
sir.
up the flag on my near side.
Okay.
Thanks,
All right.
Robert.
Thank you, Robert.
That's
Appreciate
great
that.
insight.
And the officials are still discussing, trying to make sure that proper thing was enforced. Coach Cook asking the side judge what's going on. But it was a holding that was enforced. Again, first down is up to the 30-yard line. They're at the 18, so it will be first and 14. First and 14. Again, handing off Adams. Adams some running room. Adams across the 30. Adams 35. And we got another parachute that has been launched. Huge run by Adams, but the clock stops with 2:45 and more dirty laundry on the field near the 28.
Adams ran to the back of his own player, and that right around then is when the flag went up, so it's so far downfield.
Holding.
It's going to be against Tioga again.
Consecutive plays with consecutive holding calls. Again, Indians 14-0, but one of those touchdowns came on a 60-yard pick six that, certainly flipped the game at this point. But, again, Pineville Rebels trying defense here like it did against Menard, doing very well. The Indian offense, with the exception of the one drive that they scored on, has not been as effective just yet. But we'll see what happens. Again, handoff there and brought down inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. Good job by Pineville. Pursuit on the far side of the field toward the Rebel sideline to limit the runner to just about a yard, maybe 2. It'll be second down and 13.
Robert and Anderson both had eye view sights of that one. I mean, it was right at them. That had to be fun to watch that one, Robert.
Right in front of us, guys. Zane sights all the time.
Very good, thank you. I couldn't see that from up here. Again, looking through multiple panes of glass and a tripod here, but we're all bunched in together. Malone passing to the near side, complete to number 1. Breaks one tackle, but not another. Brought back inside the 20 to the 16, make it 17-yard line. I don't know that he gained a yard on that.
Well, and what's interesting to me, it almost seemed like we got a tip on the ball.
Still brought in by Norris, number 1 Jacorian Norris, their very talented Division I prospect. But yeah, he not able to break away, if you will, from the would-be tacklers, and it will be third down, Nathan, 3rd and 13. So no gain as we are under a minute left in the first half. Pineville will have the ball to start the second half as we bring you this game from Tioga here at the reservation tonight. Thank you for joining us on 446 Sports and our coverage of Pineville Rebel football all season long. Week number 3. Clock is burning on down, and they're going to let the play clock get down to 1, I guess, before calling a timeout. Coach calls for the timeout. And it is taken by Tioga with 25 seconds remaining. 446 Sports is grateful to Valex Federal Credit Union for their second straight year of sponsoring 446 Sports. Again, Valex, located, they have an office just across, just up the block from Pineville City Hall there on Main Street. You'll find them right across from Pineville Elementary. Thanks to our friends at Valex Federal Credit Union. Visit them at valexfcu.org. Also, thank you to our good friends at Wallace Eye Associates. They sponsor our scoreboard you see during the game. And Sadler's Towing. Sadler's Towing brings you the score stream at the bottom of our screen for all your towing needs. Thanks to Sadler's Towing for scrolling our scoreboard. Trying to get in all the good plugs.
That was really nice. I tried to throw the graphics up there for the various sponsors and let them kind of rotate through there. And it wouldn't be possible without hometown heroes like these sponsors, bringing it to us. And
Doug said he would pay us if we talked about them.
Oh, okay,
so, yeah.
I like that. Let's talk about them some more.
Yeah, we'll talk about them some more.
3rd and 13 coming up.
He is going to pay us, right?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I haven't talked to him about it. You're the one that said that, so I'm counting on you.
All right. Well, I know where he works, so
I've heard about that parking space he's got over there. So.
Yeah, he's got a pretty nice one. All right. Somebody will tell him that, I'm sure.
Yeah.
3rd down and 13 for Tioga inside the 20 at the 17-yard line. 3rd and 13. Handoff. They're going to keep it safe on the ground and getting to the 25, so picking up about 8 yards. But Pineville's going to call, I think Pineville's going to call the timeout to stop the clock with 20 seconds remaining. But it will be 4th down for Tioga. It'll be 4th and I believe 8. Is it who was the timeout for?
It had to be Pineville because Tioga has already used all 3 of theirs.
Well, there you go. All right.
And what's bad is I'm having some issues with this computer. Our scoreboard I haven't actually set right in the backside, but for whatever reason it's just not picking up the information. I think I may have needed to do a Control-Alt-Delete on this contest before the game started because
you can't do that now.
No, I can't do it now. But I'm just having a few little nagging issues like the scoreboard not updating like it should.
That's the only thing I know about computers. Control-Alt-Delete. So
I really definitely needed to power it.
Hell, no doubt. So we're looking at 21 seconds. They put 1 second back on. 21 seconds left. It is 4th down. The Tioga Indians will punt the ball away. So Pineville has a chance for a return and maybe one play. Let's see what can happen for Pineville if you're able to bust one, if you will, for a good return. Jalen Fortson is back deep for Pineville as Tioga gets set to kick the ball away. All right, ball gets snapped, gets it away.
A little incidental contact down there.
And ball bounces in Rebel territory and will come down at the 35. Clock stops at 11 seconds. So Pineville's going to have 11 seconds to try to do something here, and I would think you'd be going to the air.
Yeah.
So
no timeouts.
Maybe two shots at the end zone. The clock would stop on a 1st down, but again, you got to do something here to get that ball into maybe get into the end zone here. And keep in mind, Pineville will get the ball, Nathan, to start the second half. Whitty now has to step up, throws the football, receiver not looking, and pass incomplete with 6 seconds remaining. So what likely will be, barring a penalty, the last play of the first half. We will try to catch our coach before he exits and get in a couple of questions with him, with Robert and Anderson. on the sideline. Back to pass, throws to the near side, and incomplete.
1 second.
Off the hands of Landon Grimes, and there is 1 second remaining. 1 second remaining. So it'll bring up third down for the Rebels. But again, barring a penalty, I know this sounds like the song I sang just a moment ago. It should be the last play of the first half.
Sing that bridge again. Let's go back to the bridge.
Yeah, you'll be jumping off bridges if I'm singing. So,
oh goodness,
you don't want me singing. So, Robert's
bringing in a Russian package.
Yes. So here we go. 2 receivers on each side for Whitty. Last play, and they're just going to pitch it out to Ethan Gates. Gates trying to come near the near side, dives across the 30. So just a couple of yards there. They decided not to sling it toward the end zone. Halftime. It is 14-0 Tioga. We'll go down on the sideline. Here's Robert with the coach.
Coach, a couple of big plays in the first half for Tioga, but we've maintained our composure. What's your thoughts on the first half?
Well, we're playing our tails off. I couldn't be happier for the effort. You know, you gave up the one drive to start the game, which, you know, this is the fastest team we've played yet. So we took that drive to kind of get up to the game speed of Tioga. And, you know, their pick six, just a little bit, you know, good play call, just a little bit, you know, thrown behind the guy. And, you know, unfortunately their best player picked it off. But we get the ball after half, and we're going to come out swinging.
Thank you, Coach.
I like that. Going to come out swinging. Thank you to Nathan's son, Anderson Martin, down with Robert Anderson. See, I got my Andersons right that time.
Did it right,
yeah. And that Ninja Cam. That's just a handheld cell phone.
Right.
On the sideline there, and so
got to get him to be a little steadier with his holding of the camera there. But we'll work on it.
No doubt. We are at halftime here at Tioga, and we will take a commercial break, and then we'll come back. Nathan and I will break down the first half from our perspective as well. And good to hear from the coach and get his perspective, and they'll go in and make their adjustments as well. So we'll take a commercial break here. 14-0 Indians with the halftime lead. This is 446 Sports.
Buying car insurance for the first time can be overwhelming. Have enough coverage? Are you paying too much? Someone be there for you when the unexpected happens. I'm Jason Hawk with Farm Bureau Insurance. You may think it's easier online, but why wait? We're here to help you make sure you're covered. When it comes to car insurance, we have the answers, and we may have rates that save you money. So talk to Hawk at 318-791-JWK or online at talktohawk.com and let us help you protect your biggest investments.
Time for our red, white, and cool summer event at Southern Air Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Right now, you can save on a new energy saving system. No money down, 0% interest, and no payments till June 2024. Call Southern Air Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing or visit us online.
Hi, I'm Kimberly Harrell, Certified Residential Appraiser. I am currently a leading provider of appraisal services for mortgage lending, employee relocation, estate planning, and community property settlements. My experience in real estate over the past 13 years and currently serving as president of the Greater Central Louisiana Realtors Association has given me a clear understanding of the real estate world and the ever-changing market we live in today. For any of your valuation needs, give me, Kimberly Harrell, a call.
Wherever you are, you're there for a reason. You shouldn't have to make a trip to the branch to deposit a check. Skip the trip and use our mobile app to easily and securely deposit checks right from your phone, day or night, wherever you are or whatever you're doing. Download our mobile app today.
For a lifetime of the best possible vision, look to Wallace Eye Associates, where our tradition of eye care excellence in Cenla spans nearly 40 years. From your next family eye exam to cataract and glaucoma evaluations, trust your vision to the experienced eye professionals at Wallace Eye Associates. Call Wallace Eye Associates today at 318-448-4488 to schedule your next eye evaluation. Is your vision just not as crisp and clear as it used to be? Are you having difficulty driving, especially at night? Are you over 40 and now needing reading glasses? If so, The trusted eye care team at Wallace Eye Associates is here to help with your family's eye care needs, just like we have been for nearly 40 years. Call Wallace Eye Associates today at 318-448-4488 to schedule your next eye evaluation.
It all started with a sketch on a napkin. An idea created by two walk-on bench warmers. And after 10 years of hard work and perseverance to turn their dream into a reality, it's the #1 sports bar in America.
Welcome to Walk On.
Walk-ons, because everyone needs a little playing time.
BK Distributors is proud to support high school athletics on 446 Sports. BK is the one-stop shop for trophies, banners, awards, letter jackets, and just about anything award-related. And now, welcome BK Apparel and BK Promotions to the family. For all your spirit apparel needs and anything you need to brand your business. When you think of anything you need with your name on it, think BK. Check them out on Facebook or at bkdistrib.com. BK Distributors, Apparel and Promotions in Pineville.
Good to have you with us here on 446 Sports. I'm Rich Dupree along with Nathan Martin. Appreciate our crew as well. Landon Anderson's working this. You see this that pole right there, right there. Yeah, there you go. That's he works between us. Normally he's to one side or the other of us, but you know we're packed in here pretty good tonight, and glad to be able to bring you tonight's game. You know I appreciated Coach Bell's perspective at halftime about the team. You know the defense has done a good job with Tioga. You know, one of their two scores was that 60-yard pick six, but they have done well, and offensively, Pineville has come out with that wrinkle. Now, you know Tioga is going to make an adjustment here at halftime and everything, but Pineville's been running that I formation, trying to get some of their, I guess you would say, speedsters into space really quickly, and we've seen Hakeem Mix, we've seen Jalen Fortson, we've also seen someone that we didn't even expect to see. Matter of fact, we were both looking at our rosters going, wait, that's number 5, that's Ty Sanders, and Ty running the ball as well. And again, Pineville got all the way down to the 5-yard line where they were going for it on 4th and 2, and Sanders losing the football after what appeared to be having the first down. And coughing the football up. So, again, you got to feel good about Pineville as far as the offense is concerned. You know, I was expecting a little more passing tonight because that was something Coach was telling us. We may see that in the second half. But I appreciate the text messages that we've received already from folks that are watching the ball game tonight on a variety of outlets. We offer it to you through 446 Sports. This is our first season being on 446 Sports, but seeing the team do what they do with the broadcasting outlets that you have through YouTube. You can also connect to us through Twitter or through Boxcast. But main thing is that you can go to 446sports.com, 446sports.com, and check things out and get an opportunity to select a menu there. And all of our coaches' shows are put into the vault there. Also, all of our games. And I know, Nathan, today you were in your full-time job as a minister. You frequently make visits to the hospital, and you wore your 446 shirt today. And you got some comments, didn't you?
Yeah, it was really great because I went to both hospitals, Cabrini and Rapides, and at both hospitals, I actually had someone stop me. They saw the shirt. Of course, the 446, my computer's blocking it.
There you go.
There we go, this side.
Yeah,
but, you know, it stands out nice and bright.
Right
yeah. And so someone stopped me. Are you with 446 Sports? I'm like, yeah. And the first guy's like, man, I love what y'all are doing. I'm like, thank you so much.
That's
we're
awesome.
excited. You know, this was in the elevator at Rapides. I said, we're excited about the opportunity to do this. And I said, you know, we're pulling for Pineville. He goes, well, my kid plays for Tioga. He said, but I really love what you guys are doing. We talked about the coach show on Sunday. And then at Cabrini Hospital, talking to the lady, I was there buying a gift for a family in our church that has a brand new baby, and picked them a couple of things to bring upstairs to them. And the lady saw the logo, and she's like, oh, you guys are the ones doing the broadcast. And I'm like, yeah. She goes, I like it because, and she was a Pineville mom, and she likes the fact that we show the bands during the halftime as much as we can. And she was very appreciative of that because she says, at home, I'm always working the concession stand. I don't get to see it, so I get to go back and see that. So, just two really neat connection points at each hospital. Just made me feel really good.
And you wore your shirt to work, if you will, because you weren't sure if you were going to be able to get home and change in time. And what a nice walking billboard there. And I know our founder Doug Gann certainly appreciates that as well. And again, we appreciate your comments. We get a lot of texts from different folks that are watching, and we certainly appreciate that. We are at Tioga here at Toomey Ingram Field, and new press box for us. And I want to say thank you to Billy French, our 446 counterpart for Tioga, along with Chuck Perkins. They brought us some real nice quesadillas from the quarterback club, and so I did get the question from Richie Martin, did they feed y'all in the press box? And I had to tell Richie it wasn't the spread that Richie normally brings, but hey, it was good. It was good, and and of course I look forward to being back at Pineville in a couple of weeks, because that's one thing I can count on is Richie bringing up a great spread along with David Morrow. They help feed the press box there and help take care of our 446 team. So we certainly appreciate that.
And on top of everything else, I did stop by M&M Meats and buy some cracklings because they're so good.
I got you. Well, that's good.
He was out running errands, so he didn't see me. But
okay. But he certainly counted on that, so that's good. That's good. We say a big hello to Richie Martin and the good folks at M&M Martin Meats. As we look ahead, Nathan, coming up on Sunday, we will have our Coach Speak show, and this is still very new for all of us. All of the play-by-play guys from each of the 5 teams we cover, Ash, Menard, Buckeye, Tioga, Pineville, we all come together, talk about our individual games, and, just like a couple of weeks ago, you have where, 2 of the broadcasts are actually playing each other, so we'll have that to discuss. But it's also a good opportunity to review our Southern Air Cool play of the game. And Chuck Perkins produces the broadcast for us live from Quibido's, so we look forward to that. And getting to see those Southern Air Cool plays of the game. But we also get to highlight for each school the Quibido's Cajun Cafe player of the game. And so we've already got a couple of candidates for that as well. And during the commercial break, Nathan and I were kind of reviewing a couple of our potential cool plays.
I'm going to toy with one right now. I just threw this together real quick, but let's see if this works on screen.
2 receivers again to this far side, just trying to spread Tioga out a little bit. They only put one man on the 2 receivers. Hand off to the fullback. He's 45, breaks out to the 50, 45. How about that?
I think that's a candidate.
Okay, all right.
And so we'll keep track of some of these games, these plays, and hopefully have something good to show you.
Well, yeah, and when he talks about, I'm watching him here out of the corner of my eye as he's moving graphics around, and he literally created the Southern Air graphic while I was talking and waiting for him to get that graphic in place. So very good indeed. If you can pull up the schedule, next week will be a interesting road trip for us. This is a road trip, but we only had to go, 5 minutes up Highway 165 and everything during 5 o'clock traffic. But next week we actually get to travel down to Lake Charles on Friday. So one of the few road trips that matter of fact, the only road trip that we take south. Everything else will be to the northeast of us. But we go to Barb to play the Buccaneers next week. And I haven't scouted that yet to see what kind of press box they have for us. But we will be on the road to play the Barb Buccaneers. So again, that is in week number 4. But then we return home for week number 5, and that's homecoming, Nathan, on the weekend of September 29th, and everything. So look forward to that. The 40-year class reunion for the class of 83 will be then, and my partner is a member of that class, so
I am indeed.
He'll get to enjoy some of that. I was a couple of years behind him there, but again, homecoming with Jonesboro Hodge coming to town on the 29th, so look forward to that. But so 2 home games in a row after our Lake Charles Barb road trip next Friday. 2 home games in a row. Jonesboro Hodge for a homecoming on the 29th, and then West Monroe. Boy, they have been in the eye of the storm here lately with a interim coach that was named, and after the sudden firing release, if you will, of Todd Garvin, who has already picked up a new job back with the school where he used to coach at Ruston. So West Monroe will come to town on October the 6th. So keep that in mind, that after next week when we're on the road at Barb, we'll have 2 home games in a row. Homecoming on September 29th and West Monroe on October the 6th.
Yeah, so exciting to come back to, round out non-season play and then non-district play, and then starting it with the district play against West Monroe. Hey, looking at the standings right now, excited to see in District 5A. Of course, we haven't played any district games. West Monroe and West Washita both at the top of our district at 2-0 each, and then 3 teams at 1-1. And I, of course, when I get to create the graphic, I get to put them in the order I want to: Pineville, Ruston, and Washita, and Alexandria down at 0-2. Alexandria playing St. Mary's tonight, their first home game on their new field, their new turf field, and we'll be looking forward for updates on that contest as when you're back on the main screen in a little bit, you'll be able to see that Sadler's Towing scroll, and it will give you the sports from around the various teams that we're playing. Just a little bit ago, I did see that I think Buckeyes playing a different St. Mary's, but the Trojans right now are up 42-0 over the Natchitoches Central Chiefs over there on the brand new field at Butch Stoker Stadium. The Panthers 0-0 at Pine Prairie. The Eagles trail 6-2 against the St. Mary Tigers. Of course, you know the score right here, 14-0 Tioga, but it's a lot closer score than that, a lot closer game than that 14-0 score. It's really more like a 7-0 if you take away that pick 6. It's a lot different game than a lot of people had predicted.
So the Tioga Band performing right now, and Pineville Band's already performed. We are here at halftime, so we'll take a couple of minutes here and thank some more of our great sponsors. It's 14-0 Indians over the Rebels at halftime. Stay with us on 446 Sports.
Buying car insurance for the first time can be overwhelming. Do you have enough coverage? Are you paying too much? Will someone be there for you when the unexpected happens? I'm Jason Hawk with Farm Bureau Insurance. You may think it's easier online, but why wait? We're here to help you make sure you're covered. When it comes to car insurance, we have the answers, and we may have rates that save you money. So talk to Hawk at 318-791-HAWK or online at talktohawk.com and let us help you protect your biggest investments.
Time for our red, white, and cool summer event at Southern Air Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Right now, you can save on a new energy saving system. No money down, 0% interest, and no payments till June 2024. Call Southern Air Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing or visit us online.
Hi, I'm Kimberly Harrell, Certified Residential Appraiser. I am currently a leading provider of appraisal services for mortgage lending, employee relocation, estate planning, and community property settlements. My experience in real estate over the past 13 years and currently serving as president of the Greater Central Louisiana Realtors Association has given me a clear understanding of the real estate world and the ever-changing market we live in today. For any of your valuation needs, give me, Kimberly Harrell, a call.
Wherever you are, you're there for a reason. You shouldn't have to make a trip to the branch to deposit a check. Skip the trip and use our mobile app to easily and securely deposit checks right from your phone. Day or night, wherever you are or whatever you're doing. Download our mobile app today.
For a lifetime of the best possible vision, look to Wallace Eye Associates, where our tradition of eye care excellence in Cenla spans nearly 40 years. From your next family eye exam to cataract and glaucoma evaluations, trust your vision to the experienced eye professionals at Wallace Eye Associates. Call Wallace Eye Associates today at 318-448-4488 to schedule your next eye evaluation. Is your vision just not as crisp and clear as it used to be? Are you having difficulty driving, especially at night? Are you over 40 and now needing reading glasses? If so, the trusted eye care team at Wallace Eye Associates is here to help with your family's eye care needs, just like we have been for nearly 40 years. Call Wallace Eye Associates today at 318-448-4488 to schedule your next eye evaluation.
It all started with a sketch on a napkin, an idea created by two walk-on bench warmers. And after 10 years of hard work and perseverance to turn their dream into a reality, it's the #1 sports bar in America.
Welcome to Walk On.
Walk-ons, because everyone needs a little playing time.
Welcome back, everyone, to Tioga. Getting ready for the start of the second half. Pineville Rebels and the Tioga Indians. Indians up 14-0 here at halftime. A very nice Friday evening on tap. I tell you, temperatures getting down to 79 degrees. That's a beautiful thing. So glad to have that. It's a great Friday night, week number 3 of the high school football season. LSU on the road tomorrow. I think it's an early game at Mississippi State. You've got Louisiana Christian on the road up in Oklahoma to take on Langston. So a couple of the schools that we follow are on the road. And I know the Saints play on Monday night. So, it's a little bit of an odd weekend if you're cheering for some of the local teams because college-wise, they're on the road. And the pros, as far as the Saints, are not going to be home till Monday night. So, again, just keeping a look on that as we look around the sports world. Glad, again, to be able to bring you our game here on 446 Sports. Coming up at the end of the game, we will be selecting a cool Southern Air cool play of the game. Got a couple of candidates for that already, but we certainly would be open for some more with the Rebels obviously doing something in the second half to get that notoriety and everything. But we also will be selecting a Quibido's player of the game, and we're already thinking about that too. You got to at this point, but you still got a full half ahead of you here, 24 minutes ahead of us with football to see who that particular person might be. They put a little extra time back on the clock to allow both teams to warm up, and we're certainly getting there as we check out the Sadler's towing scoreboard. Last we saw, Ash was on top of Natchitoches Central, 42-0. Buckeye and Pine Prairie playing right now, 12-0 Buckeye. And Holy Savior Menard at St. Mary's, it's 12-6 St. Mary's for that particular score. And, again, that's all of our 446 sports teams that are in action tonight here in week number 3.
Well, as you keep talking, I think I'm figuring out something with my replay. So
okay,
I'm glad that we had this chance. I'm so glad we had this time together.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
We've experienced a lot of things together, but singing to each other will not be one of those things that we'll remember. So, but it is good to have you here with us. We'll be on the road next week down in Barb to take on the Buccaneers. look forward to that in week number 4. And then again, week 5 and 6 back home at Pineville as we check your schedule once again, reminding you that on the road next week, we'll have our coaches show on Thursday night from Jim Deggy's Pizza. So come out and join us at 6 o'clock next Thursday night for Jim Deggy's, the Bryant Bell Coaches Show. I love that graphic. Great job there.
Well, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thanks to your wife for taking the picture and got the slide.
We were all smiling and looking at the camera at the same time. That was a good thing.
Yeah,
so
it worked out just right.
It worked out just right. It did. Sure did. Appreciate our good friend Paul Averett there. And again, 446 Sports bringing you this opportunity to have the coaches show. And you can go back and watch any of them. And I've had some of the players ask me about that, that have been the special guests. We had Landon Roberts this past week, and he asked me when he finished. He goes, I can go back and watch this, right? Yes, you can, because they're all archived on YouTube. So, again, check that out as well.
Second half action ready to get going as we're looking forward to see what kind of adjustments each team makes. Each team has the opportunity each team really has great coaching. Hats off to both of them. And we look at, we know what Coach Cook has done here at Tioga. I mean, he's really brought a caliber and a level of excellence. But Coach Bell has brought an expectation of growth. And of course, he was the defensive coordinator here at Tioga for, I think, 6 years.
6 years as DC, yeah.
So here we go with the second half. Pineville will be receiving, and I'm sure they're coming out with a mindset of scoring.
Indeed, they will. I want to say a big shout out to assistant principal at Pineville Junior High, Josh Rushing. Sent us a text, a great broadcast tonight. Top quality. Y'all are doing a great job. Go Rebels. So appreciate that, Josh. Had a chance to be with him a few weeks ago for Together Tuesday there at the junior high. All right, here we go. Kickoff and underway with the second half. Rebels will field it at the 11, return it up to the 15, 20, 25, 30, still on their feet, 35, 33-yard line. Nice return by number 4, Landon Grimes for the Pineville Rebels, and gets the Rebels in decent field position to start this second half.
I have lost my papers.
I bet they're all right under here somewhere.
There we go.
There
that
we
looks
go.
Like them.
Yeah, a few
Thank
of
you very
them.
much.
Yes,
I don't
sir.
know if that's yours or mine, but I think that's yours.
Okay, all right.
Yep, because there's my writing. Okay.
There you go. All right. Got it all
making all those
sorted out.
adjustments here at halftime. And,
it's just not the team having to make adjustments.
That's right. Pineville takes their time to come out as we have a discussion about which players will be out there. And it's interesting to see coming back out. Is that Ty again, coming back at the tailback slot?
No, I believe that's Jalen Fortson.
Man, that 3 and that 5 look so similar to these 58-year-old eyes.
Yeah, well, they're not
bifocals.
Yeah, that's right. Bifocals didn't help me from this far away. From the near side hash mark, they're going to give to Fortson. Fortson coming near side, trying to get around that corner, but just can't get there. You're on this near side of the hash mark, so you don't have a lot of room to run. If you can't turn that corner quick, they're going to string you out and take you down, and they did after just a 1 yard gain.
1 yard, that's it.
Second down and 9, opening series of the second half for Pineville. Second down and 9 from the 33. Quick out far side, trying to complete it, steps out of a tackle at the 40, 45, 50 to the 47-yard line. Just a quick pitch and catch to number 13, Garrett Jackson. But we have a flag on the play in the secondary. A lot of parachutes flying tonight. And we'll wait and see. Well, Rebels are moving backwards, so that's not a good sign.
Yeah, but the flag as I'm looking at the instant replay, which I can't show you, there was a late flag that looked like would have been against Tioga. So I'm surprised it was a little bit of offsetting. I mean, the flag comes in at the 50-yard line.
Block in the back is the call that brings it back inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. So the Rebels will now be first and, I think, 14. First and 14. So first and 14, I formation with Gates at the fullback, and they pitch. And Ty trying to get untied, got to the 30, so a yard. Third down, okay, third down. I got to get some better binoculars. These cheap Dollar Tree ones aren't doing it for me. Nothing against the Dollar Tree.
I was trying to say, I wonder why.
Well, I don't have much of an expense account, I'm telling you. Third down and 13 from the 30. Whitty back to pass. Whitty steps up in the pocket and then slips on the turf at the 29-yard line. So what looked like maybe a little bit of over pursuit might give the quarterback some running room. Instead, Nathan, the Rebels will have to punt the ball away.
Well, it's not the start you wanted, in coming out here, and there was a wonderful play that got called back on a penalty. I think I will be able to throw it up here before we get this punt. Yep, here's the play, but the punt is on the way, so let's just get out of there and let the punt back.
And nobody back. The ball's going to bounce initially at the 35 and come to rest inside the 25 at the 24. So again, Tioga doesn't put anybody back. They rush all 11, and Pineville at least able to somewhat flip the field here and give Tioga the ball for the first time inside the 25.
Well, while we wait for this, let me go ahead and show you this. This is the play that I finally did get to instant replay to work. So it's a quick toss out on the right-hand side, and he catches the ball behind the line of scrimmage, makes the first one miss, a nice block there, and then you see three Tioga defenders, and then here comes the flag at the end, and that's the flag I thought was a very odd flag at the very end, but placement there, hold, block at the back, I should say, and that set us back. That stopped that drive.
And off Adams again through the hole quickly, 30, 35, 40, Adams 45, and shoestring tackle made by number 2, Jacob Miranda, saving Adams, taking it all the way, but into Rebel territory on one play from the 23 all the way to the Rebel 40.
Well, he was player of the week in week 1, if you recall, had a tremendous contest in that very first week of play when Pineville played against
Pineville against Winfield.
Winfield. I got the W, but
yeah, I thought you were stringing it out for drama purposes.
My brain, maybe my 58-year-old brain is the problem.
Back to pass, Case Malone firing downfield, got a man there. Ball is going to be short, incomplete. As the pass comes up short, defended by number 3, Jalen Fortson.
And Jalen had lost the ball and sort of ran into the receiver, but because the receiver had to come back for the ball so much, Jalen did get the head turned around, no penalty call there, and the intended receiver says, "Hey, Coach, I need a breather. I'm a little winded on that long run down there."
Yeah, that's Jacorian Norris coming to the near side. So third down from the 40. Second down, sorry. Pitch out to Adams, and does not there as the Rebels make the play. Number 88, Brady Baden, sophomore, tight end as well as a defensive end, making the tackle for Pineville.
Eric Frazier with that, but we heard Coach tell us last night, and maybe off the air, Brady Baden was a young man that he's really expecting big things out of. He's seeing him step up. Only a sophomore, but getting starting and a lot of playing time out there. Listed as a tight end, but we see him a lot on the defensive side, and he's got some really big stops in the last couple of weeks. So 3rd and 9, 3rd and 8 coming up here, Rich.
So 8:31 remaining here in the third quarter. Tioga from their 40 Fires complete at the 30 to the 25. So a first down into Rebel territory at the 22-yard line. So nice job there making the completion down the field. And Tioga with a fresh set of downs as they move the chains near the red zone for Tioga. Since their opening drive, best drive of the game so far for the Tioga Indians. Case calling for the football, will hand off. Far side Adams breaks a tackle, 10-5, touchdown.
Well, he did fake out Eric Frazier. Eric thought he had containment on him. He made a little shoulder move to the inside. Eric bit on it and allowed him to spring it out to the outside. And once there was no backside coverage, and he just went all the way into the end zone on that nice little 25-yard scamper.
7:51 remaining here in the third quarter. Going up by 3 scores now is the Tioga Indians. Extra point coming up. 1 minute commercial break right after that. Placement kick on the way. And it is good. Back after this timeout. 21-0 Indians on 446 Sports.
For a lifetime of the best possible vision, look to Wallace Eye Associates, where our tradition of eye care excellence in Cenla spans nearly 40 years. From your next family eye exam to cataract and glaucoma evaluations, trust your vision to the experienced eye professionals at Wallace Eye Associates. Call Wallace Eye Associates today at 318-448-4488 to schedule your next eye evaluation.
Wherever you are, you're there for a reason. You shouldn't have to make a trip to the branch to deposit a check. Skip the trip and use our mobile app to easily and securely deposit checks right from your phone, day or night, wherever you are or whatever you're doing. Download our mobile app today.
Welcome back to the reservation. Tioga up 21-0, and that last drive, a convincing drive by Tioga, all cylinders firing as Pineville could not find the recipe to stop them, but now back on offense as they receive the kick deeply placed at the 10-yard line. The return comes out. Bring it up to the 20, 25, now crossing the 30. 4 players bring him down at the 31. Very nice 21-yard return for Pineville. I believe that may have been Fortson on that return. He's definitely one of the regular receivers, and Fortson brings the ball back 21 yards, giving Pineville the ball at the 31-yard line.
You were correct. Number 3, Jalen Fortson on the return for Pineville. Down 21-0. What you want to do, obviously, here is try to get some of this offense going. Doing a little bit different today, with that I formation. And now the Rebels down by 3 scores will go out of the gun with 2 receivers on each side for Jalen Whitty. Whitty's going to pitch it out, though, to the back coming near side, 35, and then hammered backwards was number 4, I believe. Check that, yeah.
Yeah, Landon Grimes was trying to get the block on the outside, and it did allow him to get up 3 yards on that. But Tioga's defense is so fast. If you can't get around that corner, they're going to close on you. Whitty back to pass.
And a flag and a pick six. Flag on the play. But again, the pick six. Rebels going back to pass, and the leader of this defense, number 1, Jacorian Norris, who had the 60-yard pick six.
I think Pineville thinks it's on them because the offense is walking off the field. Here comes the referee giving us the call.
Well, what I think you had motion, against the Rebels declined. So the Indians go up now by a score of 26-0 as we await the point after touchdown.
Should be 27-0. 21 plus 6.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I said, right?
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yeah, okay.
In the replay, I think I did.
So Norris with 2 pick sixes tonight. I think I can pick the Southern Air Cool player of the game, or the Quibidos player of the game. Extra points up and good. Back after this timeout. Welcome back to Tioga here on the Pineville broadcast for 446 Sports. Again, one of those situations just like last week where you had 2 local 446 broadcasting teams, and we deferred last week to the Menard crew because Nathan and I were both out of town. And another offsides, it appears, on the Tioga Indians on a kickoff. I believe that's the 3rd time.
I know it's at least the second on a kickoff.
Second. Yes.
And so that's a little uncharacteristic, undisciplined play for Coach Cook's team. That is very odd to have that happen 2, if not 3 times. Yeah, we were very fortunate last week. We had scheduled that spiritual retreat to go on, and it fell the same week as we had 2 teams back-to-back, and I mean, 2 4-4-6 teams playing each other. So we allowed them to double up. But we decided, you know what, since we didn't win that time, we must be the good luck charms. We're going to come back and see if we can bring them the luck. But we're not talking it up right just yet.
No, not yet. Not yet. Let's not share that again. So, because certainly not been the case tonight so far. But there's still a whole quarter and a half to go here, and it can get started right now. Rebels will field the ball, and it will be fielded by Fortson. Nice job by him holding on to the football after a huge hit. And I'm afraid it went off his foot, so he had to go ahead and field that ball and try to do something with it instead of waiting and see if it might go out of bounds.
Number 10, Bradley Riccardi, put a pop on him, and somehow Fortson held on to the ball and then picked up a couple after that. So you're right. You know, you're thinking let it bounce out of bounds, but I do believe it did. He did have contact, and so you wisely and maturely picked up the ball, took the hit, and moved the ball forward.
So under center we go as we go back to the I formation, and they're going to hand to the up man, Gates. Ethan cutting back across the 30 to the 31. So, you know, you went to, the shotgun there briefly, and now the Rebels go back to the offense that they've been running since the start of this game.
And successfully. You know, we've had really good dotting the I with the back man, and then every now and then hand it off to the up man. That time you started with the up man and pick up 4 yards. I love it.
2 pick sixes making the difference for the Tioga Indians. Now it's going to be Whitty on the run trying to get around, and he goes down. You got to practice that quarterback slide a little bit more. But he goes down, slides at the 35, and they're actually going to mark him at the 34, saying that his knee hit before the ball got to the 35. So,
to me, that was more of a mature Whitty. In the years gone by, he would have tried to power through and possibly get injured. So he wisely takes the slide, and we have a water break at 6 minutes.
So water break time out, and we keep it here as we talk a little bit about some of our great sponsors like Valex Federal Credit Union. For the 2nd straight year, our good buddy Chris Gillette and Valex has been a part of 446 Sports. Visit them at valexfc.com. valexfcu.org, valexfcu.org. We also say a big thank you to Wallace Eye Associates. They sponsor our scoreboard there at the very top of the screen. A big thank you to Wallace Eye Associates. We also say a big thank you to Sadler's Towing. When you're in need of towing needs, and I hope you're not, but when you are, call Sadler's Towing. They sponsor our Sadler's Towing scrolling scoreboard at the bottom. Have to say that very carefully so that I don't mess up. Nice handoff, quickly popping it out to the far side. And close.
He's really close. I hope he got it. They're going to stop the clock and let him come in and look at it again and see if he had that first down or not. But
Rebels first down.
Pineville got the first down, Rich, as Randy James would say, first down. Missing that voice here tonight. I'm sure he's on
the far sideline and everything, watching the game. Of course, it is past his bedtime, so he may have already headed back to Tanglewood by now. Handoff. Oh, and, running up the gut, and he got hit right in the gut.
I think that was Aiden Tate that time, 23. He's kind of alternating with Sanders.
Yeah, Pineville's been running a bevy of different speedsters in that backfield. We've seen Fortson a couple of times. We've seen Hakeem mix, another 5'5" wide receiver type, but gives them a little fast action. Tioga will line up here with two receivers to the right for Pineville. And again, caught in that backfield, Tioga has made the adjustments that needed to be made, and in that particular case, that was Aiden Tate on the carry.
Yeah, we that's worked better on the outside, it seems like, than going up the middle, and the defensive line is getting some penetration on us, 2 in a row tackles for loss, and that particular play has seemed to work better. If you're going up the middle, give it to the fullback. And so far this particular series, we're moving the wrong direction. 4:20 to go and counting in the third quarter. 28-0 is the score.
28-0. Come on, Rebels. Whitty, 3-step, throws. Intercepted on the tip. And the Indians with the interception. And Pyle stops short of the 20-yard line at the 22. But again, the Rebels have struggled in the pass, especially over the middle. And in that particular time, it wasn't the direct type of pickoff that we've seen on the 2 pick sixes by Jacorian Norris, but what we have seen is the Pineville Rebels that particular time on the tip situation on the pass that was intended for 13 Garrett Jackson end up in the hands of the black and red Tioga Indians. So
I think that was, Norris got the reception. Elias Sellers, 77, offensive lineman who's used to putting the block, and tried to come up with the tackle and participated in that gang tackle, but after a nice return by Norris.
So Adams on the carry inside the 20. Adams to maybe the 15, down to the 12. I mean, that was just like last night watching the Philadelphia Eagles. They're just pushing forward for what was ultimately a 9-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd down and 1. Ball inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
As they continue to watch this clock roll, we're coming down 3 minutes to go, and Tioga has definitely had control of the clock in this contest. Hand up straight up the gut, and he's going to be hit and drag Pineville players down for a first down inside the 5, down to the 2.
First and goal. So you've got some younger Indians getting into the ball game. Number 21, Kenny Ponche. I believe that's the first time we've called his number tonight. But, when you have a 4-score lead, you get that opportunity, Nathan, to bring in some of the younger guys, and that's what they're doing here. So first and goal from the 2. First and goal from the 2. Case Malone calling for the football. Ponche to his right. They're going to give Ponche, and he gets the punch in to the end zone for the touchdown. Tioga Indians score with 2:44 remaining.
34-0 the score right now, man.
Wow.
Well, the hot air has left the balloon for sure on Pineville side right now, as the defense just feels like, they've been, been on the field a little bit too much. PAT up. And it's good.
It's good. Back in 1 minute. It is the Indians now up. Getting close to the 20. They will mark him at the 16-yard line.
Well, the way that he came back with that way he was tackled there, landing flat on his back, looked to me like he almost had that wind knocked out of him. I'm glad he held on to the ball. 1st and 10 from shy of the 20, down around the 18-yard line. 2:37 to go in the third quarter. Rebels have been they've moved the ball a couple of good drives, but not able to capitalize it, and got as close as inside the 5.
Out of the eye, Whitty, pocket collapsing, looking downfield, throwing, and almost intercepted. The receiver kept running.
Yeah, Garrett Jackson never looked back and was thrown, ended up being at his feet. If he had stopped and turned, he might would have had a play on the ball, but Whitty trying to make something happen. He's just being flushed out of that pocket. Not being able to. I'm glad he was able to make something happen with his feet, but boy, another pick six would have just been gut-wrenching. So you've got those 2 pick sixes that definitely will have to be competing for plays of the game. That Southern Air cool play of the game.
Yeah, yes, that'll be a little bit of a chore for us. Rebels to the left side near the Rebel bench. Keeps the clock going as Ty Sanders getting his turn at the running the football. But again, Pineville you felt in the first half, 14-0 at halftime, that this could, one swing of momentum in the second half, and things could turn around. But unfortunately, another pick six and a fumble that led to yet another Tioga score. And here we are. Whitty, quick out near side, and you can't get up after that. The ball should have been whistled dead. Pass complete to number 15, Justin Rachel. First time to call Justin's name, I believe, tonight. Justin with the Rachel with the reception, just short of the first down. So it will, ball is at the 27-yard line. No, they
sure
gave
is
him
close
the first
to
down.
I started saying right at the first down marker.
Okay. So we'll take it. Nice job by Rachel. We had heard his name last night, too, from Coach Bell as far as guys that were getting some opportunities in practice. Garrett Jackson, Justin Rachel being amongst them. They're going to give to the fullback, and he cuts back across the 30 to the 32.
As I look at the way that Ethan's been playing, I just love to see the intensity that he's got. And so our score on screen is not right. This is one of those situations where it's right on our it's right on the control side, but it's not picking it up. So give me a second. We're going to fix
All
that.
right. I knew you would. I formation for Jalen Whitty, a receiver on each side, gives to the tailback. Tripped up in the backfield, and not much running room for the Pineville Rebels for number 5, Ty Sanders. Sanders getting a nice licking there. There we go, as we got it right on the Wallace I Center scoreboard at the top. Clock is at 17 seconds. Play clock is a second ahead of it, so we'll see if the Rebels actually will snap the ball or not.
Have to.
No, they do not. There is 1 second difference between the the play clock and the game clock, and they do get it snapped away. Firing complete. and caught by the Rebels at the 35-yard line as number 15, Justin Rachel, with the reception again for Pineville as the Rebels make the nice completion there. We'll change sides of the field back after this 30-second timeout. The Rebels trying to get something going here in this fourth quarter to get that goose egg off the board, trail 35-0 on the Pineville broadcast on 446 Sports.
Today.
I'm Jason Hall with Farm Bureau Insurance. Did you know that September is Life Insurance Awareness Month? Our team is here to educate about life insurance and help you make the right coverage choices with the right agent this month and every month. Taking care of your family can be simple and something you can do today. There's no better time than now to learn how life insurance can protect your family's financial security. So talk to Hawk at 318-791-HAW.
Number one, the guy that we expect to see play at the Division I level, but a couple of pieces of laundry on the field with all the turns that he made. He may have caused one of his own defenders to create a hold back there.
But now you know why we say number one for Tioga is a Division I prospect, because he plays defense and he's got 2 pick sixes tonight. He plays offense. He's made a couple of big catches, and now he's also a punt returner. So
yeah, he's played on the defense, had a huge hit on the last drive. Got 2 pieces of laundry that we can see near where the return was. So as we get back over to the scoreboard and try to make sure we also get that quarter updated, it is the fourth quarter, and me and this computer are not getting along tonight, but we're going to take care of it.
Yeah, man. So the ball brought back. And I don't know that we've gotten the official signal, but he's wanting some kind of explanation. It doesn't matter. He's up 35-0. Right, the official. Two penalties against the Indians, 1 declined. So they'll take the greater of the penalties and bring it back inside the 30 for Tioga to the 23, make that the 27-yard line. So Indians will spread it out again. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Back to pass, near side, pass complete. Breaks a tackle at the 30, 35, and knocked out of bounds for the Rebels. After a first down, should have only been limited to maybe 5 or 6 yards. Instead, gets a Tioga first down.
Well, these guys are almost at a whole nother level as Coach Cook continues to strive for excellence. And, you know, some folks kind of mocked the play against Bolton the first week, but they show in themselves strong here tonight for sure. Battled hard last week against Brobridge, and tonight coming out and really showing a lot of dominance.
Handoff Adams going far side, 45, 50, 45, 40. Got a blocker, 30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown, but.
Bring it back. It's going to be a hold on the far side. That's what completely opened him up to get around the left corner. Might as well bring it back and stop cheering so much, because when you hold like that, it's going to come back.
So going to bring it back.
Flag is at the 45-yard line. Again, he got around that left side, but because the end there was, he just manhandled him, brought him to the ground just about.
I tell you, if the Tioga player wants to wear a Pineville jersey, we'll give him one, but he don't have to try to pull it off of him. Come on, So
you got dueling sportscasters up here. I can't wait to hear the things you all guys have to say about each other.
Oh.
Coach Speak's going to be fun on Saturday.
Oh, that's right.
Night.
We really love each other. We really do. So
I wish we had a camera in here to show you Rich rubbing Billy's head. Oh, the 446 family is awesome. Y'all didn't hear Chuck's comment about
Be glad you
doing
didn't.
the same thing. Yeah. No, this is a lot of fun. I got to admit. At least in the booth it is. It's not fun on the field.
No,
35
not
to
at
nothing.
all.
There's
Not
nothing
at
fun
all.
about that. Sorry, folks.
It's brutal on the field.
This is called trying to find something good to talk about, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, you got to. I mean, we love these kids. We watch them week in, week out really struggle to make something happen and create a new culture. Coach Bell got his first win of the season, the first win in a while. We got a timeout by Tioga. Might as well take it.
So 9 minutes, 40 seconds remaining. Pineville has the ball back. Could have had it at the 1, but instead they called the pass incomplete.
Well, and here's the replay again, Rich. I'm able to pull that one up. As you can see, his hand.
But he wasn't throwing the ball. That's my point.
Yeah.
He wasn't throwing the ball. His hand was going forward, but he wasn't throwing the ball. And but hey.
Ball certainly came out of his hand. I mean, it did look like he was bringing the ball down back into
to bring
himself.
it back in, yeah. Whitty back to pass, rolls out to the near side, lefty looking, and could have just thrown the ball away, but out of bounds.
So that'll end up being a sack is what that will mark down as, a 5-yard loss. Now, I don't know if he just didn't have anybody nearby to throw it to, didn't want the intentional grounding. Clock stops at 9:33 to go in the fourth quarter. Not quite the score I projected on Sunday night in the coach speak. A little closer to the score Billy predicted. Next week on Sunday night, Rich will be back in the hot seat.
Oh, yeah. It'll be hot, all right.
Under center, Whitty. Hands it off for the straight up to the to the eye. Running straight up, picks up about 2, maybe 3.
Could just put a sustained drive here and again, just get the ball in the end zone would be a sweet victory of sorts here, because obviously this Tioga defense is playing now to pitch the shutout. And you would love to at least break that.
Yeah, they still have the starters out there. Even though you're up 35-0, Coach Cook's keeping his main guys out.
Oh, yeah, they don't want to give up a score here. Whitty under center, I formation. Back to pass is Whitty. Now Whitty, pocket collapsing, and Whitty will go down as the Tioga defense.
Swarming defense, would you not say?
And Whitty didn't have much time at all to do anything, so pocket collapses, and Rebels will punt the ball away on 4th down and 20. 4th and 20, Rebels will punt the ball away.
Well, you hate to see that. We've had, good punts. Last week, as you might recall, there was the one snap over the punter's head that gave Menard the 2-0 lead that they really maintained into the fourth quarter. It was 2-0, top of the fourth. That ball was snapped low. Able to field it and get a nice roll. Oh, and it hits the Pineville player at the 42-yard line.
So that's where they will officially down the football.
They're going to say at the 41. I thought it was the 42, but.
Don't tell them. Don't tell them. So coming up at the end of the game, we'll select our Southern Air Cool Play of the game. We'll also select our Quibido's Cajun Cafe Player of the game, and appreciate those two great Pineville businesses that help support not just Pineville High School, but they sponsor all of those same awards are on all 5 of our schools that we broadcast: Ash, Menard, Buckeye, Tioga, and of course Pineville. So still the Tioga starting quarterback in, hands off, a nice pursuit by Baden to bring the player down.
Very nice pursuit that time, man. That's great. We know we're going to hear Baden's name a lot, and that was a great job there of getting into the backfield and then bringing him down for the 5-6 yard loss. Brady has the distinction of being the highest numbered player on the team. No one has a number higher than 88 as a starter or on the varsity. Nobody in the 90s, at least not on the roster that was provided to us. Oh my goodness, right up the middle of the run, going to pick up about 15, 16 yards right at the first down marker. And they're probably going to give it to them. I don't even know if they'll mark it or if they'll measure it. Yep, they're going to say it's a first down. Big 15-yard run there. And it's really sliced up the middle. I hate to use the hot knife through butter, but he really did just run right up the middle. The biggest problem that our Tioga guys are going to have for 446 Sports is picking which play will be the Southern Air cool play of the game.
Yeah, that's a challenge for them, indeed. From the 47, again, quick handoff up the middle as clock is at 6:45, and we'll keep going. Can't tick off fast enough, right?
No,
not at this point.
Most of us are ready for this one to terminate, because it's definitely been difficult for the Pineville Rebels tonight. Not getting at all the effort that they anticipated coming into this contest.
Here we go, handoff. This is Mesh. 45, and he'll be stopped short of the first down at the 41 of Pineville.
We'll have a water break coming up here in just a few seconds.
I could use one.
There is a flag on the field, though. Well, at least it's a holding against Tioga this time, or blocking the back. So we'll go ahead and let them march it off, and I'm sure they'll stop it here. Well, no, they're going to give him one more play. He's going to run the clock, and then I wonder if he'll stop it at 6 seconds. Well, actually what he's doing, he's starting the play clock, and the referees won't. Yeah, he does start the game clock, and now he's going to whistle it exactly at 6 seconds to stop.
There we go.
Smart referee.
We're going to take a water break as well. Back in 30 seconds on 446 Sports. So the water break, last break, official break, if you will, of the game has been executed. And we are exactly 6 minutes remaining here in quarter number 4. Indians up 35-0.
Ash up 56-14 over Natchitoches Central.
Wow, okay.
Buckeye 59-12 over Pine Prairie.
Stopped in the backfield and finally brought down.
Menards trailing 26-7, so that's a little surprising score there.
Yeah. I guess that game is up at Turpin Stadium if they're playing at St. Mary's. If I was reading that right, Menard is on the road. Assuming the scroll is set up with the home team as the second team listed. No?
I don't think they've been doing that, though.
Well,
no, that's not.
Come on,
Chuck
guys.
hadn't followed that.
Have to get that right. Sweep to the near side. From the 50 to the 45. Stop him short of the first down at the 43-yard line. So 4th down for Tioga, up 35-0. You're in Rebel territory. It is 4th and 5. And, or let's say a long 4, but Tioga is going to go for it instead of punting the ball away. Want to see if they can put a little more salt in the wound. And they're going to go for it on 4th and 4. Malone, handoff. Ponche, stop short of the first down. So Tioga turns the ball over on downs with 4:24 remaining. So Pineville will get the ball at the 40, trailing 35-0. Next week, Pineville on the road to Lake Charles to take on the Barb Buccaneers. First big road trip for us, and when you go to some place that you're not that familiar with, when we go to West Monroe, we know where we're going to set up. When we go to Ouachita, when we go to Ruston, we know where we're going to set up. But going to have to do a little scouting of Barb High School.
You have an employee that graduated from Barb years ago, Justin Harper, but he played on their championship caliber team.
He may not remember, though.
And things may have changed.
Yeah. Hand off to the second man through. Stopped in the backfield by Tioga. How bad do they want it? Many of their starters still on the field here late in the 4th quarter. Sanders on the carry.
So not worried about getting anybody hurt. Just playing them. Playing for the pride of a shutout is what Tioga would like to do. Tioga, as you mentioned a while ago, 16-6 over the last 32 games, but I think the last 4 Tioga has won. So I'm sure they're enjoying rubbing it in our faces.
Oh, yeah.
Hand off to Jalen Fortson. He's caught deep in the backfield for about a 5-yard loss. So difficult night if you're Pineville. I mean, especially Rich, you go down 7-0, you come back and you drive the ball, and you get it down within the 5-yard line. You feel like, we're doing something here.
Right.
Then they get the pick 6. You're down 14-0, but you still feel like you're in it, and just haven't been able to get that drive momentum back again.
This time they're going to hand off to the fullback through the hole for Pineville. And Ethan Gates, a couple of yards, but not anywhere near what they,
right.
Yeah.
We're hampered, tonight with not having any kind of live stats. We don't, we have gotten used to that over the years, having that, and we don't have that this season yet. Don't know if any of our listeners want to volunteer to keep some stats, help us out. But, so we can't really give you live stats on who's got how many tackles, who's got how many yards. And so it may affect a little bit of our choice of the player of the game, the Quibido's player of the game, as we have a timeout on the field.
We'll take one as well. Let's do that. Come back here in 30 seconds with the Rebels trailing on 446 Sports.
We're back on the reservation where Pineville is set to punt, and the punter maybe the player of the game. He's had plenty of experience tonight. Just kidding about that one. But, boy, what a nice high punt this time, and it's going to take a friendly Pineville bounce and keep rolling in the right direction. You think about it, Rich. He really has had some good punts tonight. That one's going to put inside the 20. There you go.
With 2:04 remaining.
Well, I'm only joking about player of the game.
Okay.
Well, that's a joke. But he really has had some good punts tonight.
He has.
This has been his best contest. He's had a couple of snaps that could have been challenged and didn't mishandle anything. And so, man, obviously a lot of practice going on. He would have had 2 inside the 20 if we would have gotten down and covered the one the other direction. And has had even one where the ball was on the ground, picks it up and made something out of nothing. So really a good job of switching the special teams around this week. Running the ball, Tioga getting wrapped up just on this side of the line. I think that may have been Zane's sights on that stop. And I remember Robert Anderson calling his name earlier. Robert, you're going to have to text us your thoughts about player of the game.
Yeah.
You've been down on the sideline seeing some things maybe we haven't seen. So maybe during the next break we'll have to do an extended break and have some conversations about that. High snap, brings it down and gives the defense a chance to get in. Looks like Brady Baden may have gotten in on that stop.
Called his name a few times tonight. Again, I wish we had defensive stats that we could tell you to let you know for sure.
It feels like we've called Brady's name quite a bit, especially here in the second half. Clock still running, getting down to close to 60 seconds.
As we wait for the snap.
It'll be under 50 seconds when they snap the ball. Trying to get it down to if they have a 40-second clock. High snap, handoff, nope, coming near side. Quarterback going to try to stay in bounds. Tackled, brought down hard, and a flag. The way he was brought down, Brady Baden will probably get that flag. But maybe they're going to say horse collar, but he just spun him around, grabbed him, and spun him. I don't think there was anything
But, I mean, the
malicious about that.
guy's a runner.
Right. And there is a player down. There is a player down being tended to.
Face mask.
Well, maybe that's why he spun him around.
Okay.
I didn't see it, and I didn't do the replay. So the player on the field, I believe, is the quarterback who ran it near side and had the big tackle against him. I believe that was the quarterback, or was that Riccardi that was doing it at that time? Okay, no.
That was freshman Jackson Tarver at quarterback.
And he's being picked up and carried as
by one of the coaches.
Ankle may have gotten tweaked on that being spun around there. They're going to take a look at that ankle. There is a timeout on the field at 39 seconds on the clock, 25-second play clock. And they'll just, because of the injury, the play clock starts, but the game clock stays at 39 until the snap. They give them the first down. Well, that's it. On the penalty, you get the first down, so that is the ball game, Rich. Final, unhappy final, 35-0, Tioga. We will have to do some consultation to shake hands. I know it's a very unhappy final for Coach Bryant Bell, who may or may not want to talk to us after this contest.
Well, situations like this, makes it very difficult. So, no doubt about that.
Give him a little space there, and we'll go into the timeout. Rich, what do you think?
Let's hang on just a second, just to make sure. And we still got a tough task ahead of us too in picking our player of the game, and so we will.
I'm going to lean on Robert a good bit more because he really keeps a good eye on things there from the sideline and kind of might tell us who was motivating things there on the sidelines, who was keeping them in the contest.
Yeah.
And, he saw some really great plays coming at him there on the far side. He and Anderson were running that ninja cam and bringing some commentary, so we'll look forward to hearing from those guys here in just a little bit.
But again, we a final score here 35-0 in favor of the Tioga Indians as we get ready to wrap things up from the broadcast side here after we before we close out our on-field stuff. I can't see through the glass if Robert's going to have to tell us.
He's got his hand up in the air.
All right. So let's where's he at, brother?
He's right at the 35-yard line.
All right.
Right in the middle of the scrum. You see Anderson's black shirt. He's right there. He's got the black shirt up near. He's facing us now.
Go ahead, sir.
Coach said 1 minute.
All right. So let's go ahead and go to a commercial break. We'll do that, and then we'll be back and talk with the coach and give you who our players of the game are and much more. Stay with us.
Buying car insurance for the first time can be overwhelming. Do you have enough coverage? Are you paying too much? Will someone be there for you when the unexpected happens? I'm Jason Hawk with Farm Bureau Insurance. You may think it's easier online, but why wait? We're here to help you make sure you're covered. When it comes to car insurance, we have the answers, and we may have rates that save you money. So talk to Hawk at 318-791-HAWK or online at talktohawk.com and let us help you protect your biggest investments.
Time for our red, white, and cool summer event at Southern Air Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Right now, you can save on a new energy saving system. No money down, 0% interest, and no payments till June 2024. Call Southern Air Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing or visit us online.
Hi, I'm Kimberly Harrell, Certified Residential Appraiser. I am currently a leading provider of appraisal services for mortgage lending, employee relocation, estate planning, and community property settlements. My experience in real estate over the past 13 years and currently serving as president of the Greater Central Louisiana Realtors Association has given me a clear understanding of the real estate world and the ever-changing market we live in today. For any of your valuation needs, give me, Kimberly Harrell, a call.
Here on Back on 446 Sports as we go down on the field where Robert has the coach.
I hear him.
Defensive bust, but we had a good first half, and we're gonna build off of that. We feel like we found an offensive identity. Mixing some tempo and with the eye, and we're just going to continue to build off of that and expand that and keep plugging along. Hopefully we'll find some luck outside of Rapides Parish next week.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, Robert. Appreciate it. And Robert, you're going to have to help us. We said that during the commercial break, so as you think about it, defensive player might be our consideration. Robert, you have any input into that for us?
Insights.
Zane Sites, okay. All right, so we're going to depend on Robert on this one. So that's he has spoken. Our Quibido's Cajun Cafe player of the game will be Zane Sites. We say congratulations to Zane, a young man that is a junior linebacker, number 45 for this team. So Zane Sites will be our Quibido's Cajun Cafe player of the game. And
I do have a possible contender for you for the play of the game.
Well, you're pushing the button. So
well, all right. Well, here's what I've got for what I think could be at least one of the plays of the game. When we played a little bit earlier, this would have been the handoff over here to Ethan Gates that went through, busted out a couple of tackles, and had one man to beat. Got caught at the 46, but a very nice 17-yard run. And so that would be, for me, the Southern Air cool play of the game.
All right, so we got both of those in place, and congratulations to Zane Seitz for our Quibido's Cajun Cafe player of the game and our Southern Air cool play of the game. And you'll get to hear both of those or see both of those on Sunday night for our Coach Speak program live from Quibido's Cajun Cafe. Starts at 6 o'clock live on Sunday. So join us